Good morning. Happy Friday, people. This is the 16S in the rain in the bike lane. It's a little rainy out here. It's a little wet. My knees still hurt. Thankfully, it's getting better. It's scabbing over. The pain is still radiating a little bit around and near the scabs, under the scabs, and up and down the legs. It's not so bad that I can't walk, but it's bad enough where I'm still limping and I can still feel the pain. Here's something for you, something new. I realized that when I lay down, or if I'm sitting in a reclined seat position with my legs up, the moment I put my legs down to stand up, let's say I'm in bed and I'm trying to get out of bed. The moment I put my legs out of the bed and onto the floor and I'm about to get up, it is immensely painful in the knees. It's like all the blood rushes to the knees or something. It's like all the blood rushes to the knees or something. So I noticed that. But now I realize that if I do it slowly and leave my legs off the edge of the bed for a minute before just doing a little circle, because I don't want to step off onto the ground, the wet ground, and then step back on. So I just want to keep riding. So I noticed that if I leave my legs off the bed for a minute and let the blood kind of just flow for a second, instead of having all the blood rush down into the legs, then it's not nearly quite as painful. But I didn't really realize what was going on with that. I just thought it was just incredibly painful because I hadn't been moving for a while. And now that I'm starting to move again, it hurts a lot initially. For a couple of minutes, it's just like searing pain. But I realized it must have something to do with the blood flow. The sudden standing or the sudden blood flow into the legs causes extreme amounts of pain. So there's something new for you. Also, bruising is starting to appear on my thighs around the knee area. So it's almost like the bruises took a while to set in, but they're starting to appear now. Pretty dark bruises up and around the thigh area. So you must be wondering how the 16S is doing in the rain. It's handling okay. I'm probably going about 8, maybe 10 miles an hour. I don't think I'm exceeding that. Partially because it's wet out, partially because my knees are killing me whenever there's a bump or whenever there's a bumpy road, and partially because my tire is pretty slick. In retrospect, I wish I had told Jason to add a 16S tire to my order. I should have saved some money on the shipping there and had him throw a tire in the package as well. I completely forgot about that. But I absolutely need a new tire for my 16S. I guess I'll do some shopping around and compare prices and see if there's an off-road option available potentially. I know it seems crazy to want an off-road tire on this little 16S, but if it's available, I'll take it. I know it won't do much, and I'm definitely not off-roading, but I just like the grippy, safe feeling of being on a knobby tire. Plus, I think it'll make the 16S look kind of cool. I think I'm going to give the 16S a little makeover soon. Just, clean it up a little and all that. Maybe around the time I change the tire for it, I'll give it a good cleaning, lube up the bearings and whatnot. But honestly, it's still working well. I don't feel anything different about it from the day I bought it. Take your time, Mama. You're welcome. Thank you. So yeah, 16S, is it worth the investment to renew the tire and all that? Well, I'm guessing the tire is $30, maybe $50 at max. And I would say absolutely. I mean, do the math. It's a $1,300 wheel. I use it pretty much all the time. It came in super handy as a spare wheel. It comes in handy as a weatherproof wheel. It's great as an errand wheel. It's good as a compact wheel. It's good as a last mile wheel that I take with me on the train sometimes if I know I have to walk quite a bit to and from the train. So it's good. It might be more versatile and useful to me than the Sherman even. The 16S, getting a new tire is like It's like your toothbrush giving out, like being done with your toothbrush and needing another toothbrush immediately. Like that's how urgent and high priority and high value it is for me to get a new tire for the 16S. Now I have been feeling the tires slip a little on slick surfaces. I know that the grip is greatly diminished now. It's basically borderline unsafe almost. So I am all about renewing the grip on this wheel and renewing that good, sturdy, safe feeling of having a new tire under your feet. Just like when you drive a car. You ever put 4 new tires on a car? Oof, what a feeling. You just feel safe. You feel like the barrier between you and the ground is completely renewed and secure and sturdy. So I reckon that's how I'll feel with the new Sherman tire and the new 16S tire. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted on any 16S updates. Again, just riding around until the light changes because I do not want to step off of the wheel. There's Metropolitan Hospital, if you're wondering. There's McDonald's over there. Yeah, rain's starting to come down a bit. I was not expecting this, but I don't really mind it as far as traveling is concerned. Oh, look at that. Brand new scooter. That is the Segway Max. It's a good scooter. It's weatherproof. It's comfortable. Like if I had to get a scooter for my dad, I would get him the Segway Max. It's just safer. The tires are air-filled and grippy. It's just a safer cruiser. It's got a big, heavy deck and a firm handlebar. Firm enough, anyway. Strong. It's deck heavy, not stem heavy. So if you're wondering what that means, it means the weight is all in the deck that you're standing on. Whereas the predecessor to the Segway Max is the Segway ES4, and that scooter is very front stem heavy, and the deck is very light. And what that does is it causes a lot of wear and tear on the battery region. There's 2 batteries clinging to each other, and the hooks that hold the battery up get damaged from all the bumps, from all the constant impacts, abrasions, vibrations. Also, the ES4 has these rubber tires that are not air-filled. They're just like dense rubber. So they're not pneumatic tires. They're kind of just these dense stock tires. They're actually quite dense too. They're like kind of like stones almost. Like if you push it with your finger is not going to go in there like a sponge. It's going to feel like you're pressing up against like some concrete or something. Which seems like a great idea, especially if like you're worried about getting a flat tire and all this and that. Yeah, it's a great airless tire on a beautiful sunny day on a pavement that is beautifully freshly paved, fresh asphalt. But if it's moist at all out, or if it rains, you are in deep trouble if you ride that thing. It's so slippery and slick. It's absolutely awful. I wouldn't recommend it whether it's raining or not. Looking back on it, it's just so unstable and dangerous. I pretty much hate tires that are not pneumatic tires. You've got to get tires with air in them. They're just more grippy and soft, and they absorb impact more softly, and way preferred over those stone tires that are incredibly dangerous. So keep that in mind if you're out shopping around for a scooter and you want something long-term and beneficial. You know what I mean? Anyway, so folks, I appreciate you tuning in to this short and quick video ride. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see all of you very, very soon. Have a great day.